Today, I just want to make a quick video for you guys talking about running shoe rotation. This is something that can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. I'll start the video by going through my running shoes, which is definitely more than you need, but I'm going to go over the basic types of running shoes in your running shoe rotation, and I'll tell you exactly what shoes you want to focus on getting and prioritizing depending on your level of running or how much you're running or the kind of running you're doing. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna go through my running shoes real quick. First, I have the Hoka Clifton 10s. These are my daily trainers for easy mileage. I'll do some strides in them, everything like that. That's about as simple as it gets. Easy mileage, I'm using these Hoka Cliftons. I like the cushion on them. I like how they feel for strides and everything like that. Another shoe that I use kind of for easy days, but more so easy days that are like trail based, I have Hoka Challenger 8s. These have high cushion, feel really comfortable on my feet on easy days. And these have a little more aggressive traction. That's why it's like if it's snowing outside or if I'm going on a trail run, I will be using these. And then for harder trail runs or faster trail runs, if I feel like going a little faster or it's a little more technical, I have the Hoka Speedgoat 6s, I think these are. Great shoes. Again, these are probably what I use the least. I haven't been doing a lot of trail running recently, but for speeding it up on trails, this is what I'm using. As for speed or tempo type of workouts, my go-to shoe right now is the Hoka Mach X2. And yeah, these are great. They're not carbon plated. I think some sort of plastic plate. Still a firm plate, just not the same return as a carbon fiber plate. Just makes me feel good on days where I'm speeding up the pace a little bit. After that, I kind of have an in-between shoe here that I'm using for, well, I used for races previously. It's now a retired race shoe, the Adidas Adios Pro 3. Carbon plated or carbon, whatever these things are called. Very aggressive shoe, right? I use these for hard long runs and I use them for aggressive speed days on the track if maybe I just need that little bit of extra boost compared to my Hoka Mach X2s. They have over 200 miles on them now, hence why they're a retired race shoe, just because race shoes tend to last maybe about 100 miles in their prime, but you can get a lot of workouts in them afterwards. As for my race shoe right now, the Nike Alphafly 3, personally for me, I just haven't been able to find a race shoe that's better than this. These only have like 22 miles in them. I use these very sparingly during practice, really trying to save the peak mileage for the marathon, and then once I run that marathon, they can become training shoes after that. So now that I showed you guys my running shoe rotation, I want to talk about the three main categories of running shoes. The first one being an easy day or a recovery day shoe. The second one being a speed or tempo day shoe. And then the third one being a race day shoe. If you're only gonna have one shoe, grab an easy day shoe, like I was saying, like the Hoka Challenger, Hoka Clifton 10s. I love these things. I think they offer so much cushion, and I mean, I've had a pair of these last me about 500 miles, so you get a lot of bang for your buck with this. Again, high cushion, taking care of your joints, everything like that for your easy day shoes. And honestly, these don't feel too bad when I'm picking it up for strides or even tempos anyway. So if you can find yourself an easy day shoe that's versatile enough to pick it up too, and you're only going one shoe in your rotation, I think that's the way to go. That being said, I usually would recommend that if you are taking running pretty seriously, to have at least two pairs of shoes. Having both a easy day shoe and then a workout day shoe that you can also use for racing, since it's just a faster shoe, is a pretty good combo for, I'd say, 99% of runners. Just having a different shoe for your faster days, not only do you get the physical benefit from having the shoe with foam that has a higher energy return and like maybe some sort of plate in there, it's also a mental difference for me, at least it always has been. My body would just know that if I put a certain pair of shoes on, that meant it was time to go fast that day. I don't know how to explain it really well. I guess it's like compartmentalization between your shoes. For most runners, I would suggest at least two pairs of shoes for that mental benefit, the physical benefit, obviously, of going a little bit faster, And then also, it will help your shoes last longer. Just like your body, the foams of shoes do take time to recover, per se. If you give them a day, 2 days in between runs, they have the time to get back to their normal bouncy selves before you run in them again, and they will be lasting you a little bit longer. You get more bang for your buck that way. So for most runners, I would suggest having 2 pairs of running shoes to rotate your easy days, faster days, and you can use the workout shoes for race day as well. The last shoe that I would suggest having, but not everyone needs, is a race day shoe. Honestly, race day shoes, at least the really aggressive carbon plated ones, I don't know the exact pace that is really gonna give you the max benefit. I would think it's probably even low 6 flat. That's where you're going to get the most out of these shoes. But it is still nice if you have the money to spend, $300 on a lot of these race shoes some days. Even if you're not running super fast, I think there is a lot of mental benefit to it. And you can certainly feel the bounce in these shoes. They're the fun ones. You don't get too much bang for your buck out of race shoes. They're not meant to last long. They're meant to be aggressive and make you run fast a few times. I think this is the least important shoe for most runners, but they are certainly the most fun shoes and, make you feel like you're running on springs. So yeah, race shoes, depending on what you're doing. If it's just road stuff, I love the Nike Alphafly 3. They just work well for me, and the energy return is unlike any other shoe I've tried, to be honest. But obviously, race shoes for you, that might mean track spikes if you are a track athlete. I hope this helped you decide which running shoes are best for you, what kind of running shoes you're looking for. Any questions, just sound off in the comments as always, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.